Hello and welcome to the STRUM YouTube channel. If you're ever at a party, somebody might hand you a guitar, they'll go, "Here, you play," and he plays a song. In my experience, it's never ever a brand new Takamine acoustic guitar or a Fender Stratocaster with a Marshall amp. It's almost never in tune, right? They just say, play something. So I'm going to play Temple of the King in this. It's an old 3/4 size Anderson classical guitar. I bought it years ago in a pawn shop in North Yorkshire for about £20, I think it was. One of the tuning pegs is missing, so I just tune it up with the pliers. So I'm just going to play Temple of the King in that. I think the song's copyrighted, so I'll only probably play a little bit of it at the start, and then we'll just work through it all together. I've got tab, chords, and lyrics for you. So here we go. Great song, Dio Era Rainbow. One day in the year of the fox came a time, remember well, when the strong young man of the rising sun heard the tolling of the great black bell. One day in the year of the fox when the bell began to ring, and the time had come for the one to go to the temple of the king. So there we go there, I'll put the chords up for you now. Okay, first of all, guitar and standard tuning, and here are all the chords you're going to need to play the entire song. So here's the tablature for the first riff. The D is a downstroke with your plectrum and the U is an upstroke. These little arrows, things you see at the top there, they're accents. That means you just hit that beat a little bit harder. Okay, it's all on the tab, but what I'll do is I'll play it slowly from this angle so you can see what I'm doing. And now we're into the verse. So here are the lyrics for verse 1, and you can see I've put the chords just above them. And here's a 16th note rhythm you can use for the verse. As I say, these little arrows are just accents, and down's obviously down with your plectrum, and use upstroke as your plectrum. So do it slowly from this angle, from the end of riff 1. One day in the year of the fox came a time, remember well, when the strong young man of the rising sun heard the tolling of the great black bell. One day in the year of the fox when the bell began to ring, and the time had come for the one to go to the temple of the king. That kind of idea. So now we're into the first chorus, and here it is here once again with the chords above them. And at the end of the chorus, you just play riff 1 again. Okay, so for the chorus, rhythmically, I'm just doing that rhythm again. So I'll sing it for you and play it. It sounds like this. There in the middle of the circle he stands, searching, seeking. Just one touch of a trembling hand, the answer will be found. Little like winds and the old man sings, heaven and hell. And then like the rush of a thousand wings, it shines upon the one where the day had just begun. Again. So now we're into verse 2, and it's just the same idea as verse 1, but obviously the lyrics change. And then we're into the second chorus, which is a shorter chorus. And right at the end of the second chorus, we play riff 2, which I'm going to put the tablature up for in a second. So here's a tab for riff 2. Now I wouldn't bother writing this down if I were you, because it's identical to riff 1, apart from the final bar. In the final bar of riff 2, you go in and you play E major chord, like so. So it sounds like this slowly. Chord here, and then we can go into a solo. Actually, before that, I'll just talk a little bit about riff 1 and 2. When you're doing this bit, I tend to, for this bit here, I tend to use my first and third finger, first and little finger. That's because I'm used to playing power chords with the first and the fourth finger. But you don't need to. You could do it with your third finger if you want, you know, like, or you could do it whatever's easier for you. So at the end of riff 2, you're sitting in the E major chord, and you can keep that going for a while just with the old, you know, etc. And then you're into a little bit of a solo section that you can play. So here's the chord progression, an 8-bar chord progression for a little solo section you can play. And if you're playing, somebody else is playing, they can maybe do a solo or vice versa if you want over that. Once again, I'm just using this kind of rhythm. It'll work fine for it. You don't have to play that rhythm, but it works fine for it. Every time you see a chord, just play this rhythm and it'll work fine. So I'll demonstrate that for you now. So it sounds like this slowly. So now we're into the final chorus, which is like an extended chorus. And at the end of the final chorus, just play riff 1 again. So if you enjoyed this video, please subscribe to the channel and like and share the video. Thank you. Now, we looked online, but we couldn't find any footage of Dio playing, James Dio playing Temple of the King live with Rainbow. Well, we did find some of Rainbow playing it with our countryman Dougie White, who was doing a great job in the vocal. And in that, it's a Dusseldorf performance we're talking about here. That one. Yeah, it's a fantastic version. Richie Blackmore plays a fantastic solo at the end as well. So here's the tablature for what I call the live outro. For what they play at the Dusseldorf performance. It's a rough idea of what they play while Richie Blackmore's soloing at the end of the song. Once again, the D is just a downstroke, you're picking the U as an upstroke. So I'll play that for you now. So it sounds like this, slowly. And as I say, Richie Blackmore will be soloing over the top of that, and Dougie White is singing, he's just going, and then what you do is you'll end it just in an E minor chord, so you'll be going, just let the E minor chord ring out for a while, and then to end it. So here's a nice way you can end the song, just to finish it off with a full stop if you like. So you run the E minor chord, just let it ring for a while, and then just... So there we go there. So thank you very much indeed for watching, and take care. Yeah, thanks for watching.